Now to the assessment form 2, you have it right here, and we go through that as well. And it's a review of the manual of WASSP, written area, stuttering self-rating profile. Does the manual provide information on the purpose of the test? And my answer is yes. 2. Does the manual provide full list of test contents? And my answer is yes. Does the manual provide details of quantitative methods used for item analysis? Yes. Is the study design appropriate for validating the instrument? No. Is the sampling strategy, that is, how the participants were selected, reported? Yes. Is information provided on the sample population characteristics? No. And here the age is vague, is 18 years plus. Gender, no. Geographic region, yes. Social linguistic grouping, no. Normalcy, including those excluded, no. Is the sample size adequate for each age group? And no, because there are no age groups indicated, and the sample size seems to be quite small. Were testers used in sampling representative of those who will use a clinical practice? No, because there were only people from the stuttering self-help groups, and they are in many ways seen as professional stutterers. They are very used to the questions in stuttering and have been working with a stutter for many years and many times. Does the manual provide information on user qualification for test administration and evaluation? And the answer is yes. Are measures of central tendency, that is the mean, the median, and variability, standard deviation, standard error of measurement, available for standardized scores in each subgroup? No. Is test-retest reliability measured and reliable? Yes. Is inter-tester reliability measured and reliable? No. Is infra-tester reliability measured and reliable? And there's no answer. Are reliability data provided separately for each group of population in tests where separate norm tables are presented different age groups? No. Is internal consistency reliability measured? Yes. Is construct validity measured? If so, specify formats and that is empirical evidence of relationship between the test construct and literature, and that is indicated stuttering problems. And the professional knowledge base used are clinicians and researchers. And here I marked here that it is for the construct validity measured, the answer is no, not sufficient. Is concurrent validity measured? If so, specify criterion test, and the answer is no. Is internal validity measured? That is the relationship between subtest, composite scores, and total score examined, and the answer is no. Is predictive validity measured? If so, specify association between scores and outcome measures. And here is the answer is no, because a lack of control group. Do the test materials and administration process have face validity? And there's no answer. Does the manual provide detailed description of administration and scoring procedures? Yes. Are any limitations of the test reported? And the answer is no. And now to the test review form, assessment form 3. And we go through as before the same procedure, but there are some concerns that some things are repeating themselves. But okay, we go ahead. And the test is the writing area self-rating profile, the WASSP. The authors are Wright and Airy. Publishers are the Winslow Press Limited in the UK. Date of publication 2000. Cost. The cost for the full test record sheets are £20. And the record sheets needs to be translated from English to the target language, in this case Swedish. And the construct measured. No calculations for statistical analysis are performed for measures of central tendency. Purpose. The purpose of the writing area self-rating profile, the WASSP, is of recording how a person who stutters perceives his or her stutter at the beginning and at the end of a block of speech and language therapy. The age range are adults over 18 years. And now to the psychometric rating. The validity. The concurrent and predictive validity, see above. Reliability. The test-retest reliability and inter-tester reliability, see above. And now to the sample and the sample size. A sample of 44 clients from England and Erie volunteered. 32 participants completed all 3 rating sheets in the required time scale on a long time basis during therapy. No control group or of adults without stutter was participating within the development of WASSP. There are neither reports of social linguistic background nor gender distribution within the population of participants with stutter. Now to the administration. The materials needed is the WASSP whole package including manual and WASSP rating sheet and WASSP summary profile. The WASSP rating sheet and summary profile has to be translated to Swedish, and the Swedish version is used with client. Now to the basal. Please note that this term is not mentioned in the English-Swedish dictionary for statistic use. Would prefer more explaining words or easier terms such as lowest score. In this case, the term is interpreted as lowest possible score, answered with reservation to wrong interpretation of statistic term in English. Now to the basal. WASSP rating sheet. Stuttering behaviors 9 items. Thoughts about stuttering 3 items. Feelings about stuttering 6 items. Avoidance due to stuttering 4 items. Disadvantage due to stuttering 4 items. In all 26 items. On a 7-point scale where 1 indicates none, no problem, the basal score will be 26 points. Now to the ceiling. In this case, the term is interpreted as highest possible score. And this is answered with reservation to wrong interpretation of statistic term in English. The WASSP rating sheet. Stuttering behaviors 9 items. Thoughts about stuttering 3 items. Feelings of avoidance due to stuttering 4 items. Disadvantage due to stuttering 4 items. In all 26 items. On a 7-point scale with 7 indicated very severe problems, the ceiling comes up to 182 points. The time taken is 12 minutes approximately for completing the rating sheet, time 1, 12 minutes for time 2, and another 40 minutes to complete the summary profile together with the comments and discussions with clients, the results and future needs. In all, about 1 hour. The score types, the WASSP is 1 to 7, where 1 is no problems and 7 very severe. Scores are in comparison between time 1 and time 2. And the WASSP is used with peer December the 7th in 2010. And the comments, testing assessment procedure and scoring with a friend, and tested 2 days later clinically. And now to the caveats or caveats. In this case, the term is interpreted as objections against test procedure or test construction, and it is answered with a reservation to wrong interpretation of a scientific term in English. I think here that you should be cautious to put forward caveats, protests against an instrument by first sight. You have to give the assessment battery a fair chance by using it regularly or as a part of scientific project before this. However, what is generally concluded by statisticians is that scales with even numbers are to prefer before odd numbers, i.e. 6-point or 8-point scales instead of 7-point scales. This to give the respondent alternatives that are on the plus or on the minus part of the scale. That provides more clear responses generally, avoiding the trap of respondents that are insecure but answers the question anyway with the alternative in the middle for interpreting it as a neutral answer. This was a procedure we used in construction of tests within the framework of clinical test constructions within research in audiology. And that's 2 thesis projects and 1 research development project. Reference on the prosody.net. Another serious concern with WASSP is whether it serves as an instrument to measure what it intends to measure. From the manual, these results demonstrate extremely good reliability of scoring. Participants scoring high or low at one time are also likely to score high or low at the other 2 times, demonstrating that each subscale produces consistent results. But if it's reliable over time, the same tendency of scoring, does WASSP really measure change over time, or is this consistency demonstrating little or no changes pre-post therapy, little or no therapy results? And here the question is what this group that were involved in this project, if they were under treatment or intervention or not. If they were not under intervention, it's okay, but then it's missing a population with people who stutter, who are during the intervention, and clearly the measurements of change. And then you should think of that it should be a change, same scaling the first time compared to the second time and the third time. For the retest reliability, a control group of people who do not stutter or people who stutter at waiting list should have been appropriate. Okay, task 4, and thank you for listening and thanks for your comments. Bye bye.